And this little girl disappeared, as you just said, late 2000, maybe early 2001. It wasn't until April 2002 that the Department of Children and Family Services, DCF they call it in Florida, realized she was missing because a caseworker had been filing false monthly reports saying Relia was doing well. And so she absolutely slipped through the cracks. And that caseworker, by the way, did take a plea to official misconduct and got 5 years probation for her criminal acts here. Now, this case is going to be built on the key testimony of a jailhouse informant, because you see Geraldine Graham has been serving 3 years in prison for unrelated crimes. At the time she was arrested, by the way, they found out she not only had a record, she had used 47 aliases in the past and reportedly had 10 different driver's licenses in her possession. That's at the time she was arrested, and that was in March of 2005. That's when the grand jury indicted her for murder and kidnapping and aggravated child abuse. So according to the jailhouse informant, Geraldine Graham admitted that she smothered the child, and the prosecution says she threw the body in a canal in southwest Miami-Dade County. Now, I don't know if that part of where the body was disposed of comes from the jailhouse informant. Now, she lived with another woman named Pamela Graham, who, according to what I've read, and I haven't spoken to lawyers yet, who actually was a foster parent of Relia. But the kidnapping charge is related to Geraldine Graham taking from the proper foster parent, Pamela Graham, the child, and doing things to her. Now, Pamela Graham is now cooperating with the state, and she's taken a plea to child neglect or some not murder, and she's going to be testifying too against Geraldine Graham about what went on in that household. So, no body, but the statements of the roommate. I don't know what their relationship was, but they both have the last name Graham, and they live together, these two women. So Pamela Graham and one jailhouse informant, Robin Lunsford is her name, maybe a second jailhouse informant will really build this case for the prosecution. And by the way, like the Kenneth Lynch case, the prosecution was originally seeking death against Geraldine Graham, but they abandoned that. Now the potential sentence is life without parole. And this is in front of a jury, 12 men and women.
Right, yeah, good to point out in contrast to the other case we're covering here. But real quickly, I think people are so astounded, furiously so, that this child was just unaccounted for a year and a half. What changes have been made to the Department of Children and Families there in Florida because of this? I mean, there's an overhaul, right?
Yes, this case spurred a lot of changes. Caseworkers have to, I think they have GPS devices with them now to show they are where they claim to be, and their monthly reports are much more documented. There was a real shakeup. They still have some cases falling through the cracks, but this case definitely spurred a lot of changes.